Let's get on to UK engineering firm company Smiths, reporting a strong quarter and increased revenue guidance after what has been a tough year for the stock. We're delighted to be joined by Clare Scherrer, the Chief Financial Officer of Smiths Group. Clare, thank you so much for being with us today. So yesterday was, I imagine, a good day for you. The share price was up. You were able to guide upwards. But when you speak to a lot of analysts, they're worried about volatility in the stocks. What can you do to reassure them at this juncture?
Well, yesterday, as you said, we reported Q1 results, and it was an outstanding quarter. Every business and every geography contributed to growth, and we reported more than 13% organic revenue growth. On top of that, the two acquisitions that we made in September have already completed and are already contributing on top of the organic growth. And then, as you said, because of our confidence for the remainder of the year, we raised our guidance not only for revenue, but also for margin. And because of the strong balance sheet, we also upped our stock buyback activity. So we think this sends a very positive message for the confidence we have in the remainder of the year. And what we can do, Francine, is say what we mean and do what we say, just like we did yesterday.
I mean, some of the divisions, I know Interconnect has given you a spot of trouble. Are you now confident that actually the trend will be up from here? And actually, if you could break down some of what you're most hopeful about for your various divisions, Clare.
Thank you. In Q1, the two highest growers were, as you said, our Interconnect division and our Detection division. Our Interconnect division benefited in particular from the kit we supply to test semiconductor chips. And there we're benefiting from both the market recovery as well as the new products that we've introduced, which have had a terrific uptake in the market. And so there we do have an optimistic outlook. And then the other business, which grew exceptionally well, is our Detection business. That's our safety and security business, where we're in the middle of rolling out advanced threat detection capabilities at airports and other locations around the world. We're less than 50% of the way through that rollout, so it will provide a tailwind for a few years to come. And I know you've been talking to many people at COP29 this week. Our machines are helping keep everyone at COP29 safe as well.
What are you most worried about in terms of your biggest challenges on deliverables?
Well, thank you for the question. I wouldn't say that we're worried. I would say right now we're focused because we've got secular growth exposures that are really compelling. So faster connectivity, increased safety, increased energy efficiency. And so all of those themes have a bright future in the near term and in the longer term. So what we're really focused on is executing the opportunity we have today, and at the same time, not forgetting to put the right amount of R&D and emphasis on planting seeds for the future so that we're not only delivering in the near term, but so that we're also set up to continue that delivery over the coming years.
Clare Scherrer, what does the Trump administration actually mean for Smiths Group? I think looking at a breakdown of your sales, you do about 45% exposure to the U.S. How much of that is actually manufactured in the U.S.?
Thank you. Well, the U.S. is our largest market, with about, as you said, 45% of our sales to the U.S. So we'll be watching closely what comes out of Washington, D.C. That being said, in the U.S., just like in the rest of the world, our operations are set up so they are largely local for local. What this means is we supply where we manufacture where we sell. And so that makes us largely immune to any tariffs that could arise. And that's why we feel very confident about our positioning in the U.S. And when you look at the Q1 growth we reported yesterday, the U.S. growth was mid-teens.
Are you hopeful about, I guess, an increase in defense-related sales within your detection unit, given what we heard from President-elect Trump, especially on how he wants to deal with NATO?
Well, defense sales are about 6% of our group revenue, so it's not a large driver of our group revenue. But some of the products we make are very important to world security. For example, we make lightweight chemical detectors that civilians or soldiers can wear in the field, which help alert when there might be chemical warfare. And we think that's a really important defensive product that many militaries around the world want to have as part of their kit that they provide for soldiers and civilians. We won a very important MOD contract, and also were appointed by the DoD last year, and so we'll be working hard to make sure that they have our best products and ongoing supply.
Clare, thank you so much for joining us. Clare Scherrer, there, Smiths Group Chief Financial Officer, with some pretty impressive results yesterday and the share price going up.